Alright, this is JMonk. I'm here to tell you about MineQuest 0.60. I really just wanted to do a short video and show a few of the really cool features, because normally I just write about them and people don't like to read, so they don't find out about them. In MineQuest 0.60, we're adding a main world scripting file, which basically it works exactly the same way as a quest. You use all the same events and tasks. Anyone that can write a quest can write a main world script, and it runs all the time, constantly in the background, which means in your world you have access to change any of the blocks or spawn any monsters or anything like that based on any sort of player interaction that you'd normally be able to access in a quest. The other thing we added was a reputation system, which you can have any number of reputations. It's just based on some string. In my server we have 3 reputations, one for each of the major towns, and it can be any integer value. It starts at 0 for all of them, or any reputation you create, it starts at 0. You can add to it, and in any sort of main world script or questing file you can check for that. So I'm going to show you an example. This is the gate that I created, and that's what happens if you actually have the reputation. Alright, so I just removed my reputation, so now if I go stand in front of the gate, it's going to tell me that I should go see the gate guard. So if I go over to the castle, and so that was just an area event which triggered another task, and there's a reputation check. And the reputation check would either trigger opening the gate or the message which told me I didn't have permission. So if I come over here, he just gives me 2 reputation with Bitville. He can give me any amount I want, because it's really just an area event and a reputation add. So I did that, and now if I come back over to the gate, you'll see that now it opens for me. That was a little bit of tricky scripting, just because I wanted the gate to open then close, and I've got 3 different layers, so I had a lot of timing to do with that, and it opens and closes from both sides. Yes, so that's how the main world script and the reputation system work together pretty well. Now let's move on to some NPC stuff. Alright, now let's play with NPCs a little bit. This is a thief in my server I created, just because I thought it'd be entertaining to make a thief. There are a lot of new NPC properties. There's ways to make NPCs take money from you when you talk to them, and then you can make them, they'll only do their tasks when they take the money from you. So you can set them up to heal for money, or you can set them up to talk to you for money if they want to give you information, stuff like that. So this is a thief. The walk message will always go off every so often, no matter how much you set their cost to. But look at how much money I have, so make sure it'll be noticeable. Let's set the property of the thief and say he's got a cost. It's 10,000, which should remove 0.01 mega cubes. And so if I talk to him, he took my money, he told me to go away. I check my money. It went down from 7.79 to 7.78. And he would only do that if I had the money. Let me set his cost really high so that I don't have the money, and now he just doesn't want to talk to me. And normally I set his cost to something like 10, just so he can be amusing in my server. Alright, so the other thing he can do is he can actually heal if I want him to, and I can say heal amount 20, and when I hit him, you'll notice my health went up to full. And now I want to turn back off so it's not messing with my server. I did add a way to have NPCs start quests, and actually I'm in the middle of this quest, so I'm going to pause for a second and get myself out of it. Okay, now I'm not actually in the quest, so I can actually test it. So there is another NPC property, which is the start quest property, and you give it the file name of the quest, but you don't add the .quest extension. You set that property. The other thing that exists is a a start quest radius, which is really how far around it's going to create the party. So if you set a big radius, it'll grab everyone that's standing near the NPC when it gets hit and throw them into the quest altogether. So I'm going to set it to 3, which is just good enough, and walk up to him and hit him. It starts a quest. This leads to the next thing I want to talk about. We have idle quests now. So basically, before you could only have one active quest at a time. Now when you're doing generic things in a main world quest, if you're in an instance, you can't do an idle quest. It just doesn't work properly. But if you're doing a main world quest, you can have idle quests, which will either wait for you to kill a certain number of things, or it'll wait for you to destroy a certain number of blocks, and it can wait for you to reach an area as well. So you can have all sorts of different quests. This one is just a kill example. If you look at the info back from when I was releasing stuff about the dev build, I had an example of how to do this quest, which will basically it sits in the background. It's not your active quest, but every time you kill a skeleton, it will, in this case, it will tell you how much it changed. And I'm going to go see if I can find a skeleton and catch a clip of it changing. I just got shot. There must be a skeleton around here somewhere. Where did he go? There he is. Alright, let's hit him a couple times. And there we go. And that's what it looks like. You kill him off and you get an update on your quest. In the meantime, you can be doing other quests. You can have as many idle quests as you want, essentially. So you can just kind of run around and be working on a bunch of different stuff. Alright, I wanted to show you one more cool thing that I did with my main world script. It was one of the first few things I did. I made sort of I'm using it as a signal beacon to the town in my main world campaign, but I guess you could do whatever you wanted with it. But basically, it's just a bunch of block events, and it spawns fire around the town. And now it's kind of at a distance, but if I kind of wait over here, and that just took a bunch of block events and some timing. And I actually used a Perl script to produce all of them because I was too lazy to type all of those myself. And then I can turn it off the exact same way. And good thing it's nighttime because it looks way more awesome at nighttime. Alright, so that's pretty much all the really awesome new stuff that's in 0.60. Sometime shortly after release, we're also going to be releasing a combo pack. It's going to be a client-side mod and a server-side mod to kind of enhance the user experience. It really helps with knowing what stuff is bound and what kind of quests you have available, so I definitely recommend you check it out. It'll probably be one of my videos here, probably called the MineQuest Discovery Pack or something like that. So, if you get a chance, check that out, and definitely download MineQuest 0.60 and try it out because it's awesome.